Good morning, good day, guten tag. As you all may know, we're switching over to ADP Time and Attendance, and we'll be using a new time card from here on out. Today, I'll be giving you a little overview on how to log in, clock in and out, use the pay codes, set up preferences, and approve a time card on the new ADP system. First and foremost, of course, you would want to log in. So you go to workforcenow.adp.com. If you were to just type in adp.com like I did initially, it'll take you to obviously ADP's primary page, but it's not the page that we'll be using to log on. So again, that's workforcenow.adp.com. Now, I'm not going to teach you how to register. It's a pretty simple process, but once you've registered, you'll get a user ID and a password. You'll log those in and then hit login. Voila, it takes us to our new DigiStream official homepage. Now, you really want to focus on the right-hand side of the screen where it says My Time. For those of you who are hourly, you'll be clocking in and out, and it's a fairly simple process. I've already clocked in for the day. I didn't actually get in at this time, but when I first did this, rough draft of the screencast, I logged in at this time. So, woohoo, I have a login already. Now, you use the clock out, when you want to take a lunch break per se. So let's just say I'm ready for lunch. It'll tell you operation successful, that you've clocked out. And then you can go right into your time card. Now, I want you to focus on the left-hand side of the screen where it says current pay period. You have various options: current pay period, next pay period, previous pay period, etc. Once I logged in to this site, and it was actually on next pay period. So I was perusing and I was like, where's my login? And it wasn't there, and I panicked. I'll be honest, I panicked for a little bit. But whenever that happens, not to worry, just make sure you're at the correct pay period. So we're going to go to current pay period, and I'll show you where I clocked in and out. So today is the 23rd. So I clocked in at 8:49 a.m. and I clocked out for my quote-unquote lunch break at 8:56 a.m. Now, there are actually two areas that you need to utilize for each day. If you were to type in, let's just go ahead and say it's Thursday. I know what's going to happen on Thursday. 8 a.m. and then I get out at 4:30. Ooh, you worked 20.5 hours that day? No. See, so you have to pay a little bit of attention and make sure that you're logging in your lunchtime properly. So, no, I didn't work 20 hours that day. I actually took lunch at 12:30. And then I got back at 1 o'clock. And I logged out at 4:30. And yep, in that department it says 8 hours were worked, which is the correct amount of hours. Now, one key detail, you want to make sure that you constantly save. Honestly, it's going to give you a reminder. Okay, cool, it's been saved. It's going to give you a reminder when you try and log out that all of the work that you've inserted hasn't been saved. So you can always save that way, but really, once you log in your information, it's best to just hit save so that you don't have anything to worry about. Another interesting thing that I want to point out for this tutorial is that we now have pay codes. So what's a pay code? I'm glad you asked. That's that area right over here. So let's say on Friday, things are going pretty well for me. I get in at 8 o'clock. Woohoo. Lunchtime comes around. Swell. And then, I'm not feeling so hot. Like my stomach hurts. I don't know. I'm sick. I have to leave. So I would write here. I'd put the time. I got back from lunch. Things are okay. And then I pretty much immediately had to go. So you want to make sure that you log this as sick time. Ooh, and you want to make sure that you use, see again, this is where military time might have come in handy, because it says 1 a.m. to 1:30 a.m. and that doesn't make any sense. So you want to make sure this says p.m. or you can again use military time to 1:30 p.m. Yeah, and I only worked for half an hour more because I was sick. Now, there's an additional way that you can use these pay codes. Say it's a new day. I know that on Monday, the 28th, I'll be out on vacation. So I'd put in my normal hours. 8:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Cool, I'll put in my normal hours, but if I'm on vacation, our HR personnel will be alerted and they'll know that this block of time was actually unworked. So be sure to, insert your time as if you were coming into work, but it won't be counted as work. Once you put in that pay code saying vacation, all of the time that you've entered will be logged as unworked. I also want to show you the preferences tool. Now, as you saw, there's Saturday and Sunday. I work a very traditional Monday, Friday, 8 to 4:30 shift. So I really don't need the Saturday or Sunday tools. So luckily, it gives me the option of deleting those from my view. It also gives you the ability to, that area where on Tuesday you have 2 areas that you have to log in information. You can always log in more than that. Say you're in and out of the office quite a bit. I don't know why you'd be in and out of the office 8 times a day, but hey, if that's the case, go ahead and set that as your preference so that you'll be able to log that easily. Now, there's a checkbox where it says show unscheduled days. I don't really want that. That's kind of confusing to me. I'm easily confused, unfortunately. So I'm just going to go ahead and uncheck that, and now it gives me my standard Monday through Friday. Hallelujah. Sorry, I don't know why this keeps coming up. Okay, and finally, once your time card is completely filled out, you again want to make sure you've double checked and you've hit saved. But if you're an employee, go ahead and look on the right hand side where it says approved time card. Definitely hit that card. Okay, you're about to approve your time card. Awesome. This approval is for both time pair and supplementary pay codes. Do you want to approve? Yes, I do. There's a pending update on the time card. Do you wish to save it? Yes. Great. So once I've done all of that, I'm done. I've wiped my hands and my time card is approved. Now it's up to my supervisor to also approve the time card. They'll be using the same functionality. It'll still be in the right hand side. Now if you don't approve your time card, unfortunately you're going to be that guy, you're going to be that girl who sort of brings everything to a screeching halt. So you definitely don't want to do that. You want to make sure that when you're finished with your complete time card, go ahead and hit approve, and then it will be sent to your supervisor and they'll approve it in the same way. So hopefully this has been informative. If you have any additional questions, definitely feel free to reach out to HR. They can give you the ins and outs of everything pertaining to the new ADP system. but hopefully this gets you going. Thank you so much for listening. Have a good one.